friend. So there's something called the statute of limitation that you have to be aware of when it comes to your credit report. A statute of limitation is simply the amount of time that a debt collector or a creditor has in order to sue you. You still owe the debt, but they cannot legally go to the court and try to force you to pay it. And let's say they do go to the court, you have the right to bring this up and the case gets dismissed. By the way, I'm not an attorney. I am not giving you legal advice. This is just me simply talking of 10 plus years of experience in the credit space. So the reason you want to be very fully aware of the statute of limitation that's different within each state is because many times you don't know that you're paying or about to pay on something that has already expired. And so let's say there's a debt for $5,000 on your credit report. And let's say you live in a city like New York, which as of the recording of this video, the statute of limitation is 3 years. And let's say it's 5 years since you last paid that debt. That's an important key. The metric starts from the last time you paid. And 5 years later, or 3+ years, then the statute of limitation is activated, kicks in. And you don't know when they call you and they try to negotiate, as they will always do, and you start paying on this. In some states, it renews the debt. In other words, that legal timeline gets thrown out, and now the debt restarts. In some other states like New York, it may differ. So you want to always check your state. And if you're working with us, we will do that portion for you. So this is important because many times before we even try to remove something on your credit, we have to check the statute of limitations. I always do this. Actually, not many times, I always do, because we don't want them to sue you. And then many times the elephant is sleeping and you don't want to go and poke that elephant and then have them go to court and then a new process begins. Sometimes we just leave that debt alone and we work with you. If we have to settle it, we settle it. If we're strategically not settling it for a reason, then we don't do so. But this is all important. You want to know the statute of limitation, because if it is expired, then we can proceed, dispute it legally, get it removed over time, and then eventually you figure out if you want to pay them or not. And that is obviously a personal choice at that stand. All right, my friends. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.